Do you know your own mind? Are you aware of your behavior's impact on the people around you? In this video, we will be looking at how people reveal themselves completely through their actions, and most will continue to be blissfully ignorant to what extent their behaviors can expose them. To do this, we will enlist the help of the father of psychoanalysis himself, Sigmund Freud. We will be looking at his analytic and insightful words that will serve as a powerful reference into this proposal that negative human behaviors reveal everything you need to know about a person without them acknowledging a single thing. This is a core character to examine because I myself have dual psychology degrees, and as you can probably tell from this channel, I enjoy diving into the minds and actions of humans so we can learn how to evolve into more complete beings. Sometimes this comes in the form of controversial opinions and notions that may cause strife. So if you are easily triggered, please continue watching and evolve with us. This video will serve as motivation for those who are pursuing greatness by novel means and are constantly getting bogged down by the negative impact of people who belong under the bridge. So for all the creators who kill themselves every day to take that chance and go with courage, this video is for you. It is a sad fact that most people will go through life doing things with their daily actions that have negative impacts on others, but they will never know. To a person who has their third eye, even a little bit cracked open, we can see that these people reveal everything about themselves without uttering a single word. Through their own actions, they show their wants, their needs, and their fears, obfuscating responsibility onto others because their own failures in life leave them feeling bitter. When you get to a certain point, people do not have to tell you anything. You can just look at a few tiny behaviors and see the whole picture. And that person does not have to agree because these are self-evident truths painted into their actions. Let's start by looking at who Sigmund Freud was, so we know our backup has the merit to give our argument weight. Sigmund Freud was an Austrian neurologist best known for founding the field of psychoanalysis, a revolutionary approach to understanding human behavior, mind, and emotions. Born in 1856, Freud spent much of his early career studying neurology and working with patients suffering from hysteria and other psychological disorders. His observations led him to develop theories that placed unconscious desires and past experiences at the center of human behavior. Freud's model of the mind divided it into three main parts: the ID, which represents primal desires and drives; the ego, which mediates between these desires and reality; and the superego, which embodies the moral and ethical standards learned from society and parents. His exploration of childhood experiences and the impact of early relationships also contributed significantly to his theories of psychosexual development, which postulate that human personality develops through a series of stages, each associated with different parts of the body. Although Freud's ideas were groundbreaking, they were also controversial and often criticized for being unscientific and speculative. Nonetheless, his work has had an indelible influence on psychology, literature, art, and even popular culture. Freud's interpretation of dreams as symbolic expressions of unconscious desires, his exploration of defense mechanisms, and his development of techniques such as free association continue to shape psychoanalytic theory and practice today. Despite the challenges to his theories, Freud's intellectual legacy remains one of the most significant in the history of modern psychology. Now that we have our reference vetted, we can dive into his words, which will provide insight into these ideas. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. But when we look into the unconscious, we find that actions speak louder than words. These words were paraphrased from Freud's writings on the unconscious and psychoanalysis and reflects Freud's core idea. While language is important, it's in the unconscious-driven behavior, the slips, the rituals, the habits where truth really leaks out. This quote gives credence to my proposal full stop. If you gain the ability to see through the thing itself and can see what lies beneath, you will be able to read people on the deepest of levels. They need not try to justify anything or defend themselves because their words, coinciding with their actions, mostly in negative ways, will reveal everything you need to know about certain people. This brings to mind one of the great examples in the modern world. The comments section is literally an exposition on human behavioral analysis in the modern era and any psychoanalyst's map to the human mind. But is something so seemingly benign really a gateway to understanding our fellow man? We can see a myriad of different things about people they think are kept hidden, through their anonymous words in the comments section. You cannot hide your notions from those in the know. This quote quickly leaps concurrently into his next words, because one feeds off the next, lending credence and perspective. The first human who hurled an insult instead of a stone was the founder of civilization. What a powerful quote from Civilization and Its Discontents, 1930, and reveals Freud's interest in how civilized behavior masks primal drives. Our actions, even seemingly refined ones, often betray underlying instincts. If you are writing comments on videos and are at least writing something positive, then you will at least be putting positivity into the world and helping another human not only reach their goals, but more importantly feel good about themselves, giving them that little push they need to keep going. On the other hand, if you are leaving negative comments on a person's video or even leaving a thumbs down, you have revealed yourself to everyone without even knowing it. You don't have to say that you are miserable. You don't have to say that you are jealous or a hater. These things are self-evident. We all reveal ourselves through our actions, as I am doing right now by creating this video for likes and subscribers. But one thing you might notice about this channel is I will never tell you to like or subscribe, ever. The reason is because it is downright patronizing, I believe. All I hear on every single video is, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. I am honestly tired of hearing it. I will never tell anyone who watches my content to do anything but think, and the reason is because I believe you are smart enough to know your own mind. You know that you can like or subscribe. I do not have to keep telling you, trying to subliminally trick you into helping build my empire. So, back to the comments section. If a person leaves a negative comment on a video or a post or anything of the sort, then they are telling us evolved folk that they are a few things themselves. They are conveying through their actions, in the form of words, that they are highly bored in their own lives. Because people who are pursuing great passions and are content with their own lives do not seek to harm others' hard work and passions. You do not have to tell me you are bored. The fact that you have time to leave an unproductive comment on someone's video shows that you do not value hard work or creativity. Because even if you truly did not like the video, you can do what I do, which is simply move on. I have honestly never left a comment on a video or a thumbs down because if I do not like something, I know that is my opinion, but I do not derogate someone's hard work and stifle their creativity by doing so. Besides being bored, it is usually a certain type of person who does this. A person who wants to be seen, but is invisible in their daily lives. So they are trying to consolidate the only bit of fleeting power they have, which is judging you for your hard work. That is why if I ever see any of that behavior, I simply laugh knowing they are miserable and that they are trying to spread the one thing they have. Because we all know misery strives for like-minded company, and they have now made you miserable. If putting other people down gives you pleasure, then you reveal yourself as a petty, immature human being with a lot of evolving to do. I know eventually I will get these exact people leaving comments on this video, and I say please do. You are proving my point. I am sure if we were to take a look at the daily lives of the people who do this, we would see unbelievable amounts of similarities in their lives. That there is an unsaid yearning for something better in life, but that person does not have the drive or courage to make it happen, but you do. If you were content with yourself, you would simply move on to the next video, but the need to tear another person down reveals deep scarring in your own character, along with hidden insecurities that you are now making known to the whole world, unknowingly. These type of people also feel the need to be heard. They are probably personality types that do not care much what other people think, which can be a good thing, but in this case we can infer that these people are most likely upset with themselves in some way. Either they are overweight, or they have something they are bitter about, and want to spread that negativity to others. I feel sorry for the people who feel the need to do these things because if you had it together, you would seek to build, not destroy. You do not have to agree with me, or tell me I am wrong, but your actions in the form of words show me that you are an asshole, plain and simple. We all know that these people are called trolls for a reason, because it is the scene of bitter desperation, stuck in mom's basement, overweight, no friends, taking your anger out on strangers in measured increments, and doing it all in the most cowardly way possible, anonymously. The main point here is, these people lack power in their real lives, so bringing other people down gives them a sense of superiority that they do not get in their real lives. It is a common trope that if you are an artist, a chef, or especially a musician, that everyone thinks they are a record executive or a top chef judge, It gives people such a rush to be able to feel they are better than another person, giving their criticism on someone's hard work and creativity when they themselves could never do anything even close to what you were doing. Have you ever noticed this? That some people, usually very good-hearted, proper people, will tell you they love it and give you true emotion, but many will give you that judgment, either by not taking it seriously or coming off with an air of superiority, telling you their opinion, but in a way to keep you in your place, like you will never make it. That is why I have a motto in life. Never let the opinions of others, who could not do what you are doing if they had 10 arms, let you think that you are less than, and that their opinion matters more. They could not do what you are doing, so why would I care what they hate? I would not take weight loss advice from an overweight person or skydiving lessons from someone who is afraid of heights, would I? Freud said, "No mortal can keep a secret. If his lips are silent, he chatters with his fingertips. Betrayal oozes out of him at every pore." This is from Introductory Lectures on Psychoanalysis, 1917, where Freud suggests that even when people try to hide their thoughts, the truth escapes through body language, behavior, or unconscious acts. I look at anyone who comments, and it shows a few things. It shows they want to be part of the conversation, they want to feel heard. Because if you look at most people's comments section, you will always see that people try to bring everything back to themselves. They always try to bring up a story from their own lives, or say they are doing this and that, to relate some way of importance to the subject matter of the video. The need to belong is a quintessential human trait, and there is no better place to see this than a comment section, because it is the satiating, the need to scratch that itch and tell others, essentially venting anonymously about your life. That gives you a bit of fulfillment. It makes you feel like you are part of the show and not left out of the conversation, even though no one will ever know. As always, these are not thoughts meant to offend anyone who comments. Well, maybe if you spew negative venom, but merely a thought experiment from someone who respects the mind enough to want to understand it. The bottom line is this: if you are so moved by a complete stranger's thoughts, actions, or words that you are willing to spend your precious seconds on this planet heeding negativity, then you have revealed yourself to be an emotional person who has problems keeping their frame, who is easily stirred to impulsive behavior, and you have a confidence problem. Truly confident people do not place their pain on others. They either simply move on or give constructive notions to bring another person to the heights where they are sitting. This was not meant to offend anyone, but maybe it was a bit cathartic as well for anyone who kills themselves for their art and then has another person of unworthy character think they have the right to trample on it with nothing to back it up. So the next time people are leaving nasty comments on your hard work, remember Freud, remember this video, because they are living in the shadowlands and you are in the light. You are now armed with the ability to see through people's facades, the mirages they put up to hide their real intentions from you. This will give you the evolutionary advantage to not only pity the ones who are bored enough to bring others down in such a mundane and common way, but maybe provide them with the knowledge to know that people with their eyes truly open can see through the anger, frustration, and get to the root of the problem. In today's world, people seem to be more miserable than ever, and I do not blame them. So maybe the comments section will be filled to the brim with those who think they are hurting you with their words and getting the upper hand. But I believe it will help more creative people rebuke these and see through people with a vengeance. Always remember, you are busy, you are creative, you are passionate and talented. They are bored, miserable, easily read, and predictable. You have the courage to pursue something unique, while they are afraid, but putting you down gives them that fleeting moment of power that they will never truly feel in their real lives. So continue to run circles around them while standing in place, because they could not do what you are doing with the multiple arms of Vishnu. Thank you very much for watching. It is truly an honor sharing these notions with the like-minded. Think of these words by Freud to be a positive light on the negative fog of other people's own insecurities, and keep using your mind to outmatch those who are slaves to their emotions. See with your mind.